China has recently commissioned a new strategic nuclear-powered submarine, written to reflect recent achievements of the People's Liberation Army Navy plan, in celebration of the 71st anniversary of the establishment of the naval service. The report refers to new weapons entering service, including the Type 055 destroyer, the first domestically built aircraft carrier, and new anti-submarine patrol aircraft, the KQ-200, as well as the new submarine. The report does not identify the type of submarine, but the description added as a strategic asset suggests that it is referring to a nuclear ballistic missile carrying submarine, SSBN. Although referred to as a new weapon, it is unlikely that this is the first of the next generation Type 096 SSBNs. The interval between launch and commissioning of the first Type 096 could be up to 4 years, and a new design has not yet become evident in satellite imagery. The vessels are upgraded versions of a Qingdao-class sub and join the PLA fleet in time for the military wing's 71st anniversary. The subs are the latest in a long list of hardware additions to the Navy over the last year. 2 new upgraded nuclear-powered strategic submarines have gone into service in China in time for the 71st anniversary of the Navy, according to Chinese military sources. The vessels are revamped versions of the Type 094, or Qingdao-class, nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, SSBN, and will bolster the People's Liberation Army Navy's underwater combat strength. The subs had upgrades to technology such as radar, sonar and torpedoes, one of the sources said. China planned to build 6 Type 094 subs, and 4 were on show in a parade in Qingdao, Shandong province, in April last year to mark the 71st anniversary of the PLA Navy. Another source close to the Navy said 2 more Type 094s had probably been handed over to the Navy since then. The Type 096, China's next generation of SSBN, is under development. Unlike the Type 095 nuclear attack submarines, the SSBNs are armed with powerful submarine-launched ballistic missiles, allowing them to go into combat alone. The Type 094 is designed to carry 16 JL-2 ballistic missiles, which have a range of about 7,000 kilometers, 4,350 miles, but the Type 096 will be able to carry 24 JL-3s, which have an estimated range of more than 10,000 kilometers, 6,200 miles, putting the United States, Europe, India and Russia within range, according to the most recent Pentagon report on China's military. The Post reported earlier that the PLA Navy had tested the JL-3 missile in its 2019 China Military Power Report. The Pentagon said that construction of the Type 096 would probably begin in the early 2020s. The Navy has taken delivery of a number of new weapons over the last year, including the Shandong, the first Chinese-built aircraft carrier, and the J-15, a mass-produced carrier-based fighter jet. In addition, there have been the Type 055 destroyer, a new strategic nuclear-powered submarine, and a new anti-submarine patrol aircraft, according to the Global Times, a daily tabloid newspaper under party mouthpiece People's Daily. The second source said the new anti-submarine patrol aircraft was the Qingdao maritime anti-submarine warfare plane, which debuted at last year's military parade on Tiananmen Square to mark the 70th anniversary of the People's Republic. The Qingdao 9 anti-sub warfare planes were developed on the platform of the country's Y-8 and Y-9 cargo planes. While it is hard to estimate Qingdao's submarine abilities with absolute certainty, submarine quietness trends are clear. They're not getting any louder. Despite many years as a strictly literal force, the People's Liberation Army Navy has made steady advances in submarine design and may be leaving the United States behind. Here's why. For many years, China was the subject of ridicule in naval circles. The Korean War put the brakes on Chinese naval innovations, all innovations really, and the Cultural Revolution also hindered naval advancement in the name of the party. Despite these setbacks, China has steadily developed its naval capabilities. Though Chinese naval advancement was initially focused on near-shore capabilities like smaller diesel submarines, shore missile defense, or fast littoral boats, China is now possibly capable of fielding a true blue water submarine force. Speaking last year at a naval event, Captain Chester Parks, commanding officer of the naval submarine base Kings Bay, said that foreign adversaries are definitely catching up to us in the realm of submarine technology. The Office of Naval Intelligence concurred, saying the plan is currently transitioning from older, less reliable attack submarines like the Romeo SS, Ming SS and Han SSN to the more modern Kilo SS, Yuan SS, Shong SSN and the Type 095 SSN, later calling the Type 095 Advanced. Submarines try to stay hidden when puttering around underwater. Put simply, there are two important variables at play when submarines play hide-and-seek: how loud a submarine is, and how good submarines are at detecting other submarines. The naval expert H.I. Sutton detailed that ambient ocean noise is around 90 decibels, or roughly a motorcycle at 25 feet away. Submarines try to get to that noise level, or below there according to Sutton. Western submarines made it to about the 90 decibel threshold 20 to 30 years ago. The U.S. Navy's improved Los Angeles-class subs are near 110 decibels. 10 years ago, the latest Chinese attack submarines were considered to be as quiet as the latest Russian Akula-class submarines, H.I. Sutton remarked. Since these estimates were published in 2007, China has launched two improved variants of the Type 093 submarine. So it is a reasonable assumption that the latest Chinese boats will already be quieter. One commentator found it likely that the Type 095 would have electronic noise cancellation technology, like your noise-canceling headphones, a shaftless drive, and a single hull. All of these would be a huge step forward for China's submarine program. The newer Type 095 submarines are just beginning to enter the water or will be able to in the near future. Would it be reasonable to assume that Type 095 would be even more advanced, that is quieter than its predecessors? Absolutely. Submarines use sonar to detect other subs. Sonar systems are typically trailed out behind submarines on lines. They can also be arrayed along the sides of the sub. Chinese submarines make use of both systems. How advanced are Chinese designs? Hard to say definitely, but almost certainly getting better and better. While it is hard to estimate Chin's submarine abilities with absolute certainty, submarine quietness trends are clear. They are not getting any louder. The U.S. Office of Naval Intelligence may have said it best: the plan will progress to the Type 095 SSN, which may provide a generational improvement in many areas such as quieting and weapon capacity. Sailors beware.